Today I'm going to show you how to make roasted cauliflower. This is one of our favorite vegetables. We have it probably every week and it is super easy. You're going to be surprised how easy it is. So you're going to first just get a whole head of cauliflower, and this is a vegetable that nearly everyone in our family eats, and I will say that I never was really crazy about cauliflower all that much until I started cooking it this way. Hi, Charlotte. And so ever since I started roasting my cauliflower in the oven, the whole head, we love it. It is just really delicious, and you're gonna be surprised how easy it is to do. So you're probably gonna all go to the grocery store and get a head of cauliflower to this afternoon so you can cook it tonight. So you're gonna take your whole head, and of course the first thing, when we get ours from the grocery store, hi Lauren, the first thing we do with all of our produce ever since COVID started is we wash it in the sink with our thieves. And that way we can put it in the refrigerator and it's just ready to pull out and eat. So the cauliflower gets the same little treatment, and Joe always goes ahead and takes off all of the leaves on the bottom. Hi Kelly. And so the next thing I'm going to do is I'm just going to core it, and so I'm going to cut out that core there with my knife, a good sharp knife, and so that's what I'm doing, pulling that out. And we have a compost bin, so I have my little bin right here that I put all of my vegetable scraps in, because we make our own compost that then gets put in our garden after it decomposes. And so that's what I'm doing, putting it in my little bin here for the compost for later. And so I'm just cutting out all of those leafy things on the bottom and getting that part cored. So, all right, so that part's done. And so now I'm gonna take my whole head of cauliflower, and when I first started doing this, I did it in my cast iron skillet, which using cast iron is really great. Hi Cecilia, hi Roche, to do, because anything metal that you cook in, actually some of that metal cooks into the food, and cast iron, it has some real health benefits to it, and so it's a really good thing to cook in. But since I started doing sourdough bread a while back, I purchased a Dutch oven. So it looks like this, and it has a lid that's going to go on top. And so I discovered that putting my whole head of cauliflower in the Dutch oven was even easier. When I did it in the cast iron skillet, which you can totally do, you do set it down in the cast iron skillet, and you're going to want to cover it with aluminum foil. Or if you have a cast iron skillet that has a lid, you could use that. But here's my lid to my Dutch oven. So I'm going to set that to the side for a minute. Now, the super easy thing and the awesome thing about this is there's really only 3 other ingredients that you need besides the head of cauliflower. Actually 4, okay? So one is extra virgin olive oil. And so I'm going to just take my extra virgin olive oil, and I'm just going to drizzle that. I mean, you want to really get a nice drizzle of that extra virgin olive oil all over it. Hi Luann. And so here's kind of what it looks like with that extra virgin olive oil on it. So just give it a nice drizzle all over. Then you're gonna just take some salt and some pepper and sprinkle it generously with some salt and some pepper. And I do use sea salt, because it is actually a lot healthier than Morton salt, which is why you see so much sea salt around now. Hi Patty, and Rosie, hi. So I'm just going to sprinkle it with my salt and my pepper, just like that. And I usually try not to put too much, because, you know, salt and pepper is one of those things that you can always add more later, but if you get too much on there, well, then you've got a problem. So that's it. I'm going to now put my lid on. And this, it kind of depends on the size of your head of cauliflower. Mine is, I'd say, a medium to large head. And so a medium to large head, you're going to put it in the oven at 400, and you are going to cook it with the lid on, or if you're using your cast iron skillet, with it covered completely with foil. But put it in the oven at 400, and you're going to bake or roast your cauliflower in the oven for about 45 to 50 minutes. And usually what I do is I will take a knife after about 45 to 50 minutes, stick my knife in there, and if it's soft, you know that it's done. Then, hi Jeff and hi Ann, after it is completely done, you're gonna put your oven, take the lid off, put your oven on broil, high broil, and you're gonna leave it in there with the lid off for about 5 more minutes. And it's gonna kind of get a nice golden top to it with that. And also the really cool thing is with that olive oil in there, the bottom of it is gonna caramelize, which makes it very tasty. And so 5 minutes on broil, or until you see it just slightly start to get a golden color on the top. And then you're gonna pull it out, and you're gonna take just 2 tablespoons of melted butter, pour that over the top, and that's it. It's ready to eat after that. Somebody asked me, well, if you put butter on top of it, that's not all that healthy. Hi, Starlight. But I mean, the thing is, think about it. You've got a whole head of cauliflower and 2 tablespoons of butter. And so really it's not all that bad. And I think that over the last several years, fat has gotten a real bad rap, but our bodies need fat. Of course, it depends on what other kinds of foods you're eating. There are so many foods out there that are high in trans fats and things like that that are not healthy for you at all, which we don't do margarine. Margarine has fallen way out of favor for that reason because of the trans fats. But butter is what we eat at our house because it is a lot healthier than a lot of the other things out there. And so just 2 tablespoons on that whole head of cauliflower, you're not getting that much butter. And like I said, we do need some fat in our diets. And so this is, I think, the most delicious way I have ever eaten cauliflower and cooked cauliflower. And that's why we eat it this way just about every week. So try it. And if you're not a cauliflower eater normally, you may find out that you really, really like it this way. We do. I have my 2 sons who are 16 and 17. One of them loves it, thinks it's fabulous. The other one is more challenged when it comes to eating his vegetables, and so we're still working on it. But like I said, this is just one of our favorite ways to have cauliflower, and so let me know if you try it, and I want to know how you like it. I'm going to put it in the oven now and set my oven. That's another nice thing about this recipe. You can cook it ahead of time, beginning of the day, put it in your oven, set your oven to cook whenever you want it to be done, and then it's ready to go with the rest of your dinner.